Hi Saggies, how are you guys doing? How is your day so far? This is Sagittarius Tarot and welcome to another daily oracle reading. Let's see and talk more about today, right? So today is the 19th of October 2023, and if we reduce that to a single digit number, we get the number 9. What is that number again? What is that number again? 9. What is 9? It's the end of a cycle. So today is the culmination of everything we've been going through for the past 9 days in terms of like energy, right? Which means tomorrow is a new day, is a new energy and a new beginning of a 9-day cycle. So this means whatever today is could have been played out in a bajillion ways, which means you might be enjoying the fruits of your labor today for something that panned out, or you might be at the end of your ropes from something like everything that accumulated in these 9 days is like now, so you better, rest up and rejuvenate in order to have fresh energy for tomorrow. You might feel overwhelmed or you might feel joyous. It's really like different depending on how those 9 days played out for you. Also, the ninth day or ninth number refers to higher education. So for those of you applying to for like higher degrees or something like that, that's the day for it. Or if you're waiting to receive news when it comes to a PhD, a master's program, stuff like that, or research program. It's also the number for philosophy, for international affairs. So like if you're working remote or a remote a job, you might hear the news today or an email or something. It's maybe you're gonna coordinate with people living abroad. This could play out like in a million ways. You could meet a stranger from another culture, another country, etc. It's also long distance travel or like migration. You remember yesterday we talked about migration, the bird. So yeah, a lot of that, right? A lot of that. Spirituality too. So you might have an awakening or an aha moment or a light bulb that just, lights up and in your head. And so, yeah, without further ado, let's start with today's reading. Goodbye, wooden ball that's painted. Okay, it's not like, all right, it's like deciding to move in all sort of places. So for today's reading, I'm choosing the Angel Blessings Oracle because we gotta bless this whole 9 days. Really, I'm really proud of you guys for making it this far. More power to us, Saggies. More power to us, right? Let's see what you're gonna get. All right. Okay. Love, whatever you want to call it. Hadranio, something like that. So that must be an angel of love. And so the number associated with this card is number 13. 3 plus 1 equals 4, right? So that's stability. That's feeling nurtured in your core. That's the love of the family, all of that, these things. That's a number 4. And today was a number 9. And so if we combine today number 9 with your personal card number 4, 9 and 4 equal what? Again, 13. And 13 is again 4. Wow. So whether you get a 44 or you see a 4-4 or you see a 13-13, all of these are like confirmations that you're on the right track today, or like symbols or signs from the universe. If you're looking for these sort of symbols during your day. And also this packs a double combo and a double whammy when it comes to the 4, because 4-4 is really like an intense an intense form of love. Like this is really pure love, like pure emotional stability, pure fulfillment, pure joy. So let's talk more about it. Whew. But first, let's read an affirmation associated with this card. Okay, repeat with me 3 times. I ask life to help me become aware of any fear that prevents me from receiving love. I ask life to help me become aware of any fear that prevents me from receiving love. I ask life to help me become aware of any fear that prevents me from receiving love. First of all, I don't know if you check my community tab, but on my community tab every day, I publish the affirmation of the day in case you wanna, you know, save it to your desktop or like look at it or meditate on it or repeat it or whatever, right? So you get to see that in my community tab. So this affirmation is talking about how like, okay, let's think about it. So love is like water, and you are the cup of water. So the only things that prevent you from getting love is fear, because it's like, let's say there's nothing, like, how to explain it. So if you keep pouring like water in your cup, that's like you're pouring love, right? And so you're getting more love, and so the only negation of love is just like no love. There's nothing more powerful than it that opposes it as a force. There's just like love or lack of love, right? And what causes lack of love is fears. And so today is about like, you know, becoming aware of those fears that do prevent us from receiving love. Now let's talk love, right? First of all, I don't know if you noticed, I just noticed right now that we're back to this fiery energy. You remember how like we had just like a 2-day break of blue energy with the inner earth and then the albatross like card? Today we're back to the fire energy, which makes sense as a sort of like finale or like an end for these 9-day cycle. And like what a great way but to end it with love, right? And so love can be perceived like in many ways. Meaning this could talk about self-love, like how do you love yourself? How do you respect yourself? How do you show up for yourself? How do you set boundaries for yourself? How do you set boundaries for other people to respect your boundaries? What do you make of your self, right? Because like whatever you think of yourself, you sort of project it and people treat you that way. If you respect yourself, they've got to respect you if you do, you know. So people are sort of like the mirrors of ourselves, and so whatever energy you got, they sort of mirror it. And so let's say if you have enough self-respect, let's say, to like set a boundaries, people will always like, they just got to respect that boundary, etc. And so love means self-love. Love could mean loving a child, loving a family, loving your parents, loving your siblings. This could be loving your friend, loving your romantic partner, loving your God, your Lord, or your like energy or life or universe. It's like that universal force that governs everything, because you know the universal force is love. Love determines everything in life. And so love also could be abundance, money, blessings, all of these things. So if you think about it, right, you have the possibility and the potential to have all the love in the world, to have all the money in the world, to have all the support in the world, to have the best romantic life in the world, the best romantic partner in the world, the best family in the world, the best, etc., 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 etc. And so every time you're not having that, that means you are preventing yourself from receiving love by having a fear associated with that. So if there's a lack of money, that means probably there's a fear of lack. You are not acting from a place of abundance. So you're acting as a response to fear, like I want to do this because I don't want to get poor, or I'm scared to get here, or like I don't want to be that, etc., etc. A lack of love, the same. You'll be acting from like, no one would love me, no one would, I don't know what, maybe they can love me more, like all of these things. And so this can translate into many things. You know, this can be extreme people pleasing because of a fear of something. This could be extreme overachieving because of a lack of something. This could be etc. And so this card is here to remind us that really this is a perfect day for you to take a moment and try to look within and try to feel where is the energy block, where is that fear coming from, because you need to define it first. If you cannot define it, right, and become aware of it, how can you nip it in the bud? And, you know, because you've got to be aware of that fear to know how to work on it so you wouldn't have it anymore, so you can receive love. And so that's why the affirmation today was like, I asked life to help me become aware of any fear that prevents me from receiving love. And when you ask that, you give life sort of the permission to, you know, show you how it wants to show you, because you cannot ask, you know, you cannot control the life or the universe by telling them like exactly how you want it to be revealed. You just gotta ask for what you want and let it play out. And so yeah, that's very, very interesting. Okay, I picked also for you today a quote of the day. A random quote, right? Let's see how it fits within this reading. And it's from Marie Curie. And did I just say that? Marie Curie? All right. And so let's read it. It says, life is not easy for any of us. But what of that? We must have perseverance and above all, confidence in ourselves. And so this talks about love as well. This talks about self-love, because when you have confidence in your abilities and believe in yourself, that means you believe that you are worthy of love, you are worthy of success, you are worthy of abundance, you are worthy of all of these things. And so therefore the gates are open and you receive love, right? Yeah, amazing. Okay, let's look at this card. So first of all, there's an element of music here. It looks like a trumpet. So if any of you play some sort of instrument, dust it off and play today, or like keep on playing it or something. Something good is gonna come out of that, right? So play some music or listen to some music, something related to music. Sometimes like you can listen to music, it elevates your soul, right? So that's one thing. Second, we're back to that fiery, warm energy, but this time it is more directed instead of action, because we're talking love. It has to do with the feeling behind things. So if you feel that lately for these 9 days, let's say you've been doing something that you were you were doing because of a lack or because of a fear, don't, because today you need to like rethink things. Like, I need to do these things because I'm actually love to do them, because I'm actually in love with them, not because that is the right thing to do or that is what I'm supposed to do to help prevent that fear, you know? Because that only, you know, like trying to prevent fears is like only going to try to prevent you from receiving love, because love works in miraculous ways. It does not, how to say it, like obey fears. It can change your life like in a second. Everything you ever knew can just change just like that. And so, yeah, that sort of like continues with the message of yesterday, like of the hope and faith. So you see here, there's like a light on, I think, crown chakra or something. I don't know, like top of the head, right? We're gonna call it. And so that can tell me, that can tell me as well, for me, that I would consider this like, I don't know, is that a heart too? In the middle? Maybe. For me, it looks like a heart or lump of meat, but why would a lump of meat be doing it? Why would a heart be like in the middle? But up the chest. I don't know. I think it looks like a heart, so it could be like the button for the cape or the fur, whatever. So the fact that the heart is here, right? And then we have that light coming out of the head. That tells me that, you know, as much as love comes from feelings, it also comes from thought. So this talks law of attraction. I mean, those are the basics of the law of attraction. So what you feel, what you think, you know, thoughts, like feelings generate thoughts and thoughts generate, or like vice versa, something like that. And so like these eventually become things. And so this talks about your mental process, what goes on in your mind, right? Like you shouldn't be giving energy to things like fear that will not help you receive love. And you have to think, you focus on the things you do want and not like have them, you know, be thwarted by certain like, oh, I can't, oh, I don't think so, all of that. I know it's hard and it's not the easiest. It's easy said than done, but yeah, you get the message. Yeah. Although this is like a love card, I cannot help but get the feeling that, I don't know, there's a bit of sadness in the expression of the face and the way, so the way there's like one arm that's crossed, one arm that's like here, and it's not playing music, and it has the wings like tucked in, not like spread out. So this tells me like, I don't know, there's a need for love. So that means you might be needy today, right? Extra needy. You need more love and attention and care to function. You're depleted emotionally, so you need to retreat and recharge. You need someone to, you know, like whoever like you have a relationship with, like a lot of love, to pamper you today and give you that extra comfort and love. You need to maybe take a step back from the hustle and love yourself a little bit and just be in your own, you know, just be with your own self. And maybe sometimes also you just need to embrace that sadness, as long as it doesn't become like, you know, alarming. Just embrace it, because sometimes when we let all these feelings, when we let them out, we feel better. Okay, so yeah, that makes total sense. Also, that part I'm gonna talk about a little bit more, is that during these 9 days that passed, so a lot was happening, as you might have noticed throughout all the dailies. Like the energy was intense, sometimes it was crazy, like manifesting, so very positive. Sometimes it was like, you know, perseverance. There was like so much energy packed up. So I'm sure you have done a lot of work, whether it's physical work, emotional work, mental work, etc. And so that must have meant that along the way you have accumulated a lot of like emotions, a lot of feelings, a lot of things throughout these 9 days. And so at some point you're gonna need to let them all out. And so today I think it is that day. So maybe stress has been building up, or you might not have been tending to yourself because you were prioritizing time for other hustles, etc. No matter how much this played out in your personal life, the whole idea is that like today you cannot bottle things anymore. And so today you need to release, you need to let them all out. If you want to be sad, right? If you want to be lethargic, be lethargic. If you feel you just want someone to just love you and cuddle you and pamper you and all that, do that. If you just want to be with yourself, do it. The most important thing is for you to express that energy, right? And then you will feel renewed and much better for you to start another cycle tomorrow. And I cannot wait for me to see tomorrow the reading. We like to do the reading and see the energy, what it's gonna be all about. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see like if it's gonna be a continuity of the energy or like a different. We'll see. I don't want to get ahead of myself. All right. So this was Sagittarius Tarot. Thank you so much for liking. Thank you for hitting that like button that you like. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your comments and sharing your experiences with me in the comments section. I love to hear from you. And thank you for your support for this channel. And yeah, stay blessed, aligned, and connected. And happy Love Day. Right? I love you so much. Kisses.